Hello everybody, Zachary here, and I just recently read an article about the increase of litigation against employers regarding their 401ks. Now, obviously back in 2008, there was a lot of litigation, a lot of lawsuits suing their employers regarding their 401ks since they lost so much money in 2008. But over the last 10 years, there hasn't been much noise. But just recently, in the last couple of years, there's been an increasing amount of lawsuits regarding employers' 401ks. And there's been some big settlement cases. You can look at that article. I'll probably post the link to it below. But one of the biggest #1 complaints regarding an employer's 401k is the exorbitant fees. And what's happened is most people just are not aware. They don't do it. And a lot of people don't do research on their 401k. They get the job, you got enough to worry about with a new job. They don't really research it at the time, and the intention is maybe later to take a look at it, better look. And there's usually nobody really helping them, educating them, like, here's the list, you do your own research, and we're all not financial professionals, and we're not do this stuff or enjoy doing it. Some of you, you can go out and do some of your own research, but if you haven't done your research, I would encourage you to take a look at your current 401k and see where it's actually allocated, if there isn't some fund that's paying more fees than you realize it. Some people don't realize that with some mutual funds, it may look low on the stat sheet, but in reality, you actually have to look up each individual fund. There's actually fees to those funds too. So that's like a double fee in there. People are just not aware of it. But just to give you an idea how much fees have an impact on your performance of your capital and your retirement, let's take an instance if, let's say, somebody that had a 7% rate of return versus somebody that had also a 7% rate of return but had a 2% fee included in it. How much difference? So they had 5% in net return. So if you had a 5% net rate of return after your fees, because you didn't know about it, you thought you were getting 7, but you're getting charged 2% every year, how much money would you have? Let's say, for example, you had $100,000. So let's just put this up here, and I'm going to kind of draw as straight as I can. I tend to draw sideways when I'm on the side here. So let's say you had $100,000 over 50 years, okay? And let's say after 50 years, you would have at 5%, let's do it in blue, 5% rate of return, you would have had over about 1,146,000 and some change, okay? Not too shabby. You're a millionaire. 100,000 growing at 5%, pretty modest rate. But what if we cut out those fees? Let's say 2% fees. How much more if you got a true 7% rate of return versus 5%? How much of a difference would that have made? Well, what do you think? Any guesses out there? So actually at 7%, again, I apologize. I'm horrible at drawing on boards, so drawing sideways. So at 7%, what do you think? 50% more? I mean, it's less than 50% more, right? It's like 40% more increase on the fees. So maybe at 40% more here. Well, actually, it's going to be $2,945,000 plus some change. Okay, quite a bit more than just 50%. That's actually 156% more, just with 2% difference on rate of return. And so if you're getting charged exorbitant fees and lowering your rate of return, you can imagine how much of a difference that can make on the back end. So investigate it. Get a second pair of eyes to look at what you're doing. Now, we offer reviews here. I'd be happy to do a complimentary review as long as it's not super complicated. If you have a 401k for my friends here on Facebook or anybody else that have out there, if you just want a quick look at your 401k and seeing what it is and all the fund options, I would just need your statement and also your employer's list of funds that they have. So if there's something that looks a little better, I'll circle and just make a little comment of why that fund might be a little bit better. So anyway, challenge you, if you haven't looked at your 401k, there's a lot of good reason to look at that. I mean, it's your money. So, if it's important to you, great, and I'd love to help you with that. So, all right, thanks for your time.